I'm a hot mess. Hold on. Here we go. Here's my new
I'm a
intro.
hot mess.
I hope you guys liked it. I was up last night under the influence of an edible and was up and I created a video. I was like, my show needs a intro. So that's the intro you get for $8.99. There we go. You're welcome. Anyways, hey, what's up, IT? Hold on, just getting set up here.
Anyways, hey, what's up?
Okay, sorry. Getting my technical together. Thank you so much, IT, for running point between me and Neil. For those of you who are watching the replay, because no one's here yet except for High T and Stream Elements, the garbage can is going by, so that's what you hear. And then also, Neil Jackson is going to be a guest on the show today. So here we are. So I'm running just a little bit behind. Hold on, I'm going to turn off my audio for 1 second while I close my window. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Thank you, Hi T. I see you. Wow. Normally I'm not this rushed right before a show, but here we are. Hold on, getting my topics out. Yes. And what's funny is I didn't even let my mods know that I am streaming early or giving them the reminder because they're used to me being on at 11 o'clock. So hold on. Thank you, IT. You are the perfect point person. Hold on. Da, da, da. Yikes. There we go. Hey, I am streaming. My mods are probably cursing me out if you're free. Because again, we don't traditionally do these 10 a.m. shows, but this is special for Neil Jackson, who is here. Hopefully, he's found his link and can come into the green room. What's up, Raiders? Hey, did I change cameras? No, what I actually did was figure out if you go to Logitech on Reddit, they read for filth. Oops, that's the weed dispensary telling me I should come. Their specials today. Anyway, sorry. If you so with Logitech, which I have this camera, and this is the camera that was suggested to buy, like the preferred camera. And so I kept having autofocus issues. And so Reddit got me together. They said that Logitech's software is trash. And basically I should every time I restart my computer, I have to take the autofocus off. Like it automatically resets with every restart. So I was just like, really? So far 2 episodes, I haven't had any issues, and so that's tip for anybody who gets a Logitech camera and wants to stream. Their software is trash. Anyways, again, welcome to all the Raiders. Let me just shout you out while we're waiting for Neil to read my email that I sent him. And yeah, here we go. What's up, Claudia? Always a pleasure to have you. We look forward to your colorful comments in my chat room and trolling. What's up, Jilly Bean? Hey, Amani. Great show last night. I stopped my presence on the raid train to come in and get all my thruple questions answered. And yeah, you didn't disappoint. What's up, Irene? I hope I'm saying that right. Jason, Jay Sean, hi T, thank you again. Big Ed, good to see you back. Hey DJ Trey and Phil Rock, I see all of you. Thank you so much. B and Z. Does anybody know Neil needs the link again? He's probably searching. Maybe I should whisper him. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see here. Neil Jackson's whispers. Okay, if anybody's in Whispers with Neil, let them know I resent the link to him and I'm ready to go. I'll just keep shouting people out. What's up? Hold on, who else? BNZ, DJ Silent Professor, what's up? Thank you so much, High T. I appreciate you. What an interesting day. Oh, here he is. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Whoa, got Rick James in there.
Yes, Rick James and my queen mother, Tina Marie, who I love. I'm obsessed with. You good?
Wait, oh yeah, I'm good. How's everything with you? Happy April Fools.
Yes. Happy April 1st to you too. Yes, yes. Hold on, let me adjust my camera. Okay. Now I'm looking directly at you. You know what? Something I didn't know or realize about you, Mr. Jackson.
That I'm old?
No, your community, they are very, and that's not what I discovered, but you have a unique community. So I have a community too. It's called the House Cats. I believe your community is called the BRL. We love Mr. Jackson, Mr. Jackson F. Nasty crew.
The hooligans.
The hooligans.
Yeah.
So, during this week that it took for us to sit down together virtually, they've been reaching out with questions and, giving me some fun facts about you, which I would have not otherwise known. And so I didn't realize that your favorite color is black. Like, is that a thing? Like you wear black every day?
Every day. I could show you right now if you.
Wow. Like, I hate to just go straight into this point, but it was just like, does he wear black all day? And I'm like, come to think of it, I haven't seen him wear.
Kitty, hold on real quick.
Okay, I'm holding. So, Irene, Neil hates us. Okay. Okay, Jilly Bean, I got you. Yes, it will definitely be up on the replay. Yes, for all of you who have questions, I am the person that will give it to them. I'm going to flesh out. It's funny. People see me as spicy, but I really don't like to ask sexual questions to people. Like, I just feel like it's none of my business. But today, just for you, the hooligans, I'm just going to extract all of the information you want to know. What the hell? Neil, I'm going to beat you. Hi, Queen Sky. Hi, Mama. Welcome to the chat.
Okay.
I have no mods today. At 11 o'clock. Like, what's going on, Kitty? I'm like, oh, welcome to my stream. High T is low-key modding for me right now.
Oh.
It's way too early for the California people, but here we are. Neil, why are we dressing in black every day? What is that?
It's that's a very easy. I don't really like. I like things to be easy. I don't like added pressure. I don't like to think too much about things that don't really matter to me, at least. Clothes, if you keep it black, it's simple. It goes with everything. You could dress it up, dress it down. But if I wear black pants, black shirt, I don't have to get stressed out on does it match, does it not match. It all matches. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to be bothered with that. So maybe I'm just lazy. People would call that lazy.
I mean, if I weren't already judging you on other items, I would judge you here. But I just don't have space on my judgment plate right now. So I'm
what the wait. What else do you judging me? I'm telling you, I'm on my guard right now, Kitty.
Really? Yeah. Have you read my email that I sent you, which I sent all of my co-hosts prior to the shows? You would have found out that it's not an interview. It's a co-host situation, which is why you should have questions for me as well, so we can bounce off each other. Sorry, Chad. Normally, I brief my guests prior to the show, but we didn't get that moment. So here we go.
Well, for me, and this goes for most things, and it sometimes backfires on me, but I'd rather not know nothing about who it is that I'm talking to. I'll try to get like I've popped into your channel just to see like a little bit of it. I didn't want to know about you. I didn't want, because I work better that way. Sometimes it backfires. I've had interviews where like they just answer the question and then I have to keep fishing. But if we're having a conversation, it's much easier for me to have that flow. I don't like to have set questions. I had Lanky and the guy. I don't know if you saw that yesterday, and
Yeah.
I popped into their stream for maybe about 30 minutes, and then I just started asking questions because this everybody's got their way. I figure that if my channel and my crew is in here, maybe not a lot of them know about you. So I'm probably going to ask the questions that they're probably going to ask. So
Okay.
we're all learning together, and
Okay.
that's just my way of. So I don't really have any questions prepared, but I can fire off a bunch of questions right now.
Okay, sure. I'm ready. Go.
So first off, how long have you been streaming?
Ooh, so I'm coming up on 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Oh,
Hmm.
you're what did Big Ed call it? You're just a puppy. Well, I guess this would be a kitten.
I'm a kitten.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Innocent
Sorry.
kitten. Innocent. You can't just say kitten. You have to say innocent kitten.
Okay. Have you done an innocent? Okay, kitten. What have you ever? Did you come from Instagram Live and do this, or is this your first time doing this whole live thing altogether?
So here's the thing. I've been an influencer for years. My I'm a writer by trade.
Okay.
So, I was a writer before blogging. I got into blogging for a period of time. I was very successful at it. That's where most people know me, off of Twitch. And so I was never in front of the camera. I'm always a behind the scenes person, connecting people, doing a number of things, but writing is the main thing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I never wanted to be in front of the camera, but people have always wanted me to do it because they felt like, oh, your life is so interesting, and whatever the reason is. And I was just like, no, I'm shy. I don't think I'm built for the camera life. But anyway, so pandemic, enter coronavirus, the Rona, and I was bored,
The
and I was
vid. Got the vid.
like, right, here we go. I'm here. So yeah.
But
So 3 weeks in, and it's been a ride. That's what I want to say.
you are just at the beginning of it. It's a roller coaster. It is crazy. But wait. So when you blogged, like what kind of what were you blogging about?
So I lived in New York during that time, and when I moved to New York, that's when the blogging craze had kicked off.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I got into blogging. It was natural to me. It was like, oh, this is easy. So to answer your question, I was writing about New York lifestyle from a California perspective. That was my slogan, and just writing about all the places I'm discovering while I lived in New York. And yeah, very quickly I started getting large sponsorships, and yeah, just the blog took off. So
That's
yeah.
dope. Hey, wait. So because that's how long did you live in New York?
10 years.
Okay, so then we both share the same view because I'm Pomona, California.
Oh, I
Moved
didn't
here
know
in
that.
Pomona, California. Moved here 2002.
Wow.
Just one day. The story is basically like I sat my parents down. I was like, it was. Oh, wait, what year did you move here?
Ooh, child, let me think. Maybe like 2005, 2004, 2005. So
Okay. Okay, so I moved here in 2002, and the reason why I moved here was because the economy was bad in California. This is when Arnold Schwarzenegger took over, and his campaign was bringing jobs back to California. But I had
mhm.
already been out of work for like almost 2 years, and so I sat my parents down. I was just over it, and I was like, military or New York. Which
Mm.
one? My dad was a military man. He was like, "There's no place for you in the military. Go to New York." Threw this massive party 5 days later.
They was
No,
ready to get rid of your ass.
no. I did it by
Oh,
myself. I did this with
oh,
my buddies DJ Vice, the
oh.
Baker Boys. I threw this massive party in this not open strip club. It wasn't open yet. My buddy just gave me access to it, and I made a bunch of money that day. Bought my ticket for the next day, and I was out.
Wow.
But I was green. I didn't know what I was doing in New York, and I just found my way.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life.
Right, right. I thought you were saying your parents threw the party. I'm like, damn, what like,
No. They would be. My parents were very private people. Yeah, I couldn't see that happening. But so it was interesting to come out here. I wore color then.
oh,
I wore color then. New York did this to me.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know this though. In New York, you just gotta go, 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 go. Last thing I want to
Right.
do is sit in my closet and be like,
Right. You know what's funny? We kind of have just a slight similar story. So I was working at Office Depot in their corporate office, and they shut it down. And so they gave us about 6 months notice before they let us go. Or actually, I'm sorry, they gave us the option to move to Florida or Georgia.
"Kitty, you got a
Or
hype train."
I do. Why?
Yeah,
Why do I need a hype train?
because people are hype off you right now.
Listen, you guys just sit and chill, have a blunt if you have it. You
Oh
don't
no, you're already at level 2.
I
Chat,
am.
let's go.
I see you're supposed to be modding. No, I'm joking. I don't see
They're
that.
trying to make you awkward.
I
See,
don't
I
even
don't.
see that. I don't want to like.
Oh, you're at level 261%.
Thank you, everyone. Oh my God, Breezy, today is your day. I really need to mod you. I don't even know how to do it. I'm like,
Oh, Trey with the gifted sub. I'm a
thank you,
princess
Trey.
with 300 bits. Irene Fiasco with 300 bits.
Yes, Kunta. Okay, thank you so much, Kunta. You really didn't have to do that. Thank
Oh
you.
yeah,
Um,
Kunta actually like did a 5-piece, I think. Tanya,
No, well,
California.
whatever. Even if it was one, I'm happy. But he didn't have to do that.
They
What's
just
up, Tanya, California? Thank
they
you.
just killed level 2. They're on level 3 now.
Listen, I love how this chat is just running itself. Oh my goodness. Can somebody tell me how to mod somebody with the code in the chat where I don't have to go to my dashboard? I would love you if I knew how to do that.
Big Ed
Oh
Smith with
my
a
God.
5-piece.
Come on, Stimmy Checks. I love y'all. Yeah, from the bottom of your soul. Thank you.
Oh, D-Light with 1,000 bits.
That's my sister.
White Tiger with 100 bits. Kunta with the gifted sub.
Thank you. Thank you.
Claudia, shh. She's like, I like the way that you're deflecting off of
Oh, thank you, Pootie Nation. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm so
Poutine
sorry.
Nation.
Hold on, let me copy that code. Hold on. Oh my God, Breezy. Hold on. I gotta get on my knee.
You're up to, what is it?
Breezy.
Are you on level 4 or you're about to get to level 4, chat?
Breezy, you can quit after today. Hold on. Thank you to the everybody. Hold on. I need to make a mod. Hold on.
Trey, I'm getting the hype off of other people's hype trains. I'm trying to bring some energy to this. I'm trying to bring some energy. I'm a princess with 100 bits.
Breezy, refresh and see if it worked. Tell me if you have your sword. Okay. Sorry. Thank you. I'm over here doing administrative business and just trying to conduct this or whatever. Okay. So listen. So they gave the interview, and then so I literally, oh, I'm sorry, not the interview, but they let us go. And so I literally got rid of all of my stuff. I just called everybody up. It was like, you want a bed, you want a dresser, you want everything. Got rid of everything. And so the corporate office closed on a Friday. I moved to New York on that Monday. Like I was out.
Yeah.
So yeah, New York hit very quickly. And I'm sorry, it wasn't even New York. First of all, I lived in Maryland for 2 years first, then hit New York. So I moved to the East Coast. So
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, sorry. I was like, wait, this story is fuzzy. Let me get it together. Anyway, so yeah, New York definitely embraced me. It was a training ground. I loved it, but I knew I didn't want to stay there forever. So yeah.
I get you.
To you for hanging in there.
No,
Black.
Look, I mean, just like you know, because you did the 10 years, it's a love-hate relationship. But
Okay.
it either which direction it goes, it makes me stronger. So when I hear, I mean, it just puts everything in perspective for me. But it is this like vicious like bubble that it gets kind of crazy. But yeah, it was the best decision I made. I do miss California a lot. Like a lot. I miss the beach.
How often do you come to visit?
Well, I mean, I haven't been there in like over a year and a half. But I used to go there like maybe every other month.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but I used to travel. I used to travel a lot, like every weekend.
Right.
So depending on which route I'm going, I'll just drop in there. Like I'll be between 2 gigs in 2 different states, and I'll just, if they're both closer to the West Coast, I'll just fly there, hang out for 5 days, and then move on to my next stop. Or I'll go to New York and then stay there for 5 days, go back to the airport, and be out.
Okay.
So I used to go there a lot. I miss it.
Wow.
California's different now than it was back in early 2000s.
You're correct. You're correct about that.
Yeah.
I didn't come to California as much because I just didn't have anybody to visit here. I come from a broken family situation, so it is what it is on that point. But I moved back because of family trying to reconnect, and it was just like the worst nightmare ever. And so I've been trying to get out. I've been trying to escape this bitch. I was supposed to be back in New York July 2020. The Rona had other plans. And so now with everything that's happened, I no longer want to move back to New York, but I still want to get out of California. Don't get me wrong. I love my home state, but it's time to go. Like, it's too many ghosts here. If you guys know what that means, if you guys have had a bunch of people that have died, it's like every corner just reminds me of something and it breaks my heart. So it's just like, I just want to leave. So.
Well, okay. Yeah. It's a different place than it was 2000, but now it is much different.
That too, yeah.
The funny thing is through this, through the Rona, it actually reignited my love for New York. It is interesting, but like, just like anytime New York goes through a crisis, I mean, you've seen that we all band together,
right?
And it's crazy, as cold and as rough as the city can be. Mm-hmm. When the going gets tough. Big Ed Smith with a 5-piece.
Thank you so much, Big Ed. Oh my goodness, you guys are spoiling me. Can you guys chill?
Dude, he blew right through that level 5. You have completed a level 5
Don't spend all your
train.
stymie check in here, Big Ed. That's not what we need to do.
Did you just say stymie check?
I call it stymie for whatever reason.
What is that from? Little Rascals? Which one was stymie?
That's my ratchet version of the ratchet version. Like, don't boil all your money in here. Save
it. The stim.
All I want to do with the proceeds is spend it on weed and buy a new something for this streaming stuff. Yeah.
A bigger Yoda?
No, I want to get a stream deck.
Oh yeah, those are good. I have one too.
Amani got me on that. Amani is a bad influence. I don't know. Like, he gets you shopping and stuff. Like, it's that one friend that got you spending your money. Like, I don't have time with him. Like, what, Amani? Bye, Amani. I can't talk to you right now.
Oh, Amani can't pull that on me. I'm already there. Trust. Like, if you saw my setup, it's insane. But I'm not a gearhead, but I kind of am. Like, the camera's not good enough. I need a better camera.
Right.
Like, I need to have all my I have 3 monitors running at the same time. So
wow.
Yeah,
I have 2. Wow.
Yeah, I've got the stream. I'm looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my camera right at the monitor, but then I have the chat over here to keep an eye, so I could side eye them, so I can watch them at all times.
We see you, chat.
Before they start doing something wild, and then I usually have the actual broadcast over here. So it's wild. I don't know if I move. I would not know what. I would need a very large apartment.
Right. So. I need to definitely upgrade this apartment. This is a studio. What you see back here is the whole room, living room, dining room, east wing, west wing. The only thing you don't see is the bed, which is over here. But I need a bigger space so I can bring in a bigger desk, because I have 2 large monitors that are 32 inches each. And so I don't have any more room for anything to go on this desk. But see, my issue is I have a camera that's dead in the center, and so sometimes I'm looking off because it like kind of moves a little bit. Bigger desk. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, very dysfunctional stream, but my house cats, they just go with it, so whatever. There we go. I don't know if the Ray Train ended, but thank you again to everybody. I don't see a Ray Train whatsoever, but I see
oh, you mean a hype train?
Yeah, that too. Yes.
Yeah, you just complete the hype train just finished, and you got to, I think it was like 108 level 5. So you completed all 5 levels. You made some money, girl.
Thank you, hooligans. Thank you, house cats. I love you. Appreciate you. Wow, that is amazing. Just bolt the monitors to the ceiling. No.
Parts of me think that he's actually being kind of serious, though.
That part. Listen, I have a question. So Why does your community have so many sex related questions for you? Like, do
Because
you not share with them? Like, what's up with that? Because my house cats would
oh,
never do that to me.
is
They
this where
know
we're
I'm
going, Kitty?
no, but see, my house cats know that I'm innocent, so they would never ask me about paddling or anything spicy because they know like I'm the angelic mother over here. But your community, and it's just not a competition because I show up every morning for the last couple of weeks, But I'm just like, why do we need to know? Like, I feel uncomfortable asking these questions.
Yeah, wait, first off, don't you ever hear me say, why do you guys want to know all that? It's to the point where I don't even think they're even talking to me anymore. I think that they're talking amongst each other. Uh, I'm being serious, but because
Really?
you know why, Kitty? Because a gentleman never tells.
Well, where's the
That's
gentleman
why.
at? Like, Baby Yoda, is he talking about you? Yeah, Baby Yoda never shares, but wait,
A gentleman never tells.
well,
Like
where's
that's
the gentleman at? I'm confused.
right here, right here. Look at this. Look at this.
Is he talking about you?
Look at me,
I don't
gentlemen.
see a gentleman.
I put a
Chat,
5 o'clock. I did a 5 o'clock shadow just to show my manliness, my gentlemanliness.
hooligans? Is that what you call? Why does he call you hooligans? Oh my goodness!
No,
Like,
I've called them buttholes. I've called them riffraff, scallywags quite a few times. Cause they're just wild. They're
Breezy,
just
do you
wild.
see a gentleman? Breezy, tell the truth, because Breezy will tell us. Do you see a gentleman up here? Listen, the amount of sex questions though that I receive, no, I'm serious. So
I honestly don't know. I think it literally started with my knee.
you were on your
I
knees?
don't. Yes, it
Oh.
started like
Let me
apparent.
tell you what
So
I do, because it's hard to be on your knees sometimes. You just got to get that ointment, that rubbing, that icy hot, and you just rub before you go in, and then after you get off your knees, and yeah, that helps. So you don't have knee problems anymore. Just get on them.
what are
I
we
don't know.
talking
You tell me
about?
that you having knee problems.
Whoa, wait, hold on. What are we talking about right now? What exactly are we talking? I'm talking. It's funny because 3 Rolls said Tiger Bomb. That was the first thing that came to mind. No, it all started with my knee. Actually, you're right. Samuel J brought it all came up with Neil is a meal. Neil is a meal was brought by this girl named Silver Shandon that used to be on Twitch. I don't know if she's still on now. Not a streamer, but she came. I started as Instagram live, and then we all moved over to Twitch as DJs. And Silver, Samuel J, there was a couple other people that moved over with me, and we all discovered Twitch together. And she would always hashtag Neil is a meal, and I didn't think anything of it, and then it started this like not viral campaign, but this Twitch campaign, and everybody's like Neil's a meal, Neil's a meal. Then all of a sudden there was a Twitch handle named Neil is a meal. And then I used to sit like this. And so I would never think anything of this, but everybody zeroed in on my knee and was like, damn, that's a sexy knee.
Okay.
Oh, you got a good looking knee right there. And
Right.
it turned into something. And everybody's like, yo, let me see your knees. Let me see it. I don't know. So that's where it all started. And then it just turned into it turned into fetishes, and then it turned into, I don't know what it is now at this point. I just hit stream, and then I just provide a platform for people to just run wild in the morning. I hit stream, they go.
Okay. I got you. Thank you for that additional backstory.
I'm trying to figure out the whole get on your knees thing. I'm like, wait, what?
That's what I was trying to do, and you didn't answer my question. So when did you start liking being on your knees? Like, walk us through that, because I like a person with strong knees. So when did you discover you were into that?
I wasn't into that. I was being comfortable. I'm all about comfort. If I feel good, if if I'm comfortable at the time frame, I everything about me is comfort. Yes, Kitty.
So if you put a pillow down, that makes your knees more comfy when you're down on your knees.
Wait, what are we talking about? I am talking. My knees became something because I propped it up and they saw it in the camera. What are you talking about now?
I'm talking about being on your knees.
Chat, would you guys agree that the pillow is...
Yes, chat. Let us know how you feel about Neil being on his knees and using a pillow so that he can provide some cushion and comfort when he's on his knees.
Why would I be on my knees, though? That's the question.
You tell us. We're here.
I've never been on my knees. I mean, if I ever do, I now know a workaround on pain on my knees, but I'm just curious on how do you know these things?
I'm an innocent kitten.
Chat, one in the chat if you guys want to know, how does Kitty know about these things? When was the last time you even tested these techniques out? This technique, because we're only talking about one technique.
I'm on my knees every day.
Whoa. Okay.
I have a pill. Actually, I have I forgot what a poof I got from Morocco that I use.
Can we see this pillow?
No.
Why? It's just a pillow.
It's a poof. It's not a pillow.
Oh. Can we see the poof?
No.
Show us the poof.
No.
Just like parts of it.
No.
It's just a poof. How much? Where would we find a poof?
In Morocco.
Oh, not on Amazon though.
You can, but they're way expensive. It's just cheaper to fly to Morocco to get one. You know that girl Amazon always trying to rob us. Remember when Amazon used to be cheap and they used to deliver within 2 days? You order on a Monday, it's like, oh, your order's gonna come on Friday. Girl, I'm paying for 2 days.
I've ordered. I just ordered something that they're like, it might come within the. It was supposed to come the next day, and then they were like, oh, it's late, and then it might come within this like 3-day window. Jilly Bean in the chat wants to know: is this poof abused?
No, it's come to a good home. Listen, you guys sent the questions. I have to get the answers one way or another, and I can't just be very direct. I have to kind of slide them in, slide up, to get the answers out. You're trying
to slide up and get the answers.
Slide up in them and get the answers.
What are you sliding up in to get what answers? What answers are you trying to slide up in? All right, what answers are you trying to achieve to slide up whatever you're sliding up?
So if I'm getting this correct, you are a mystery to your community. And so this is what's causing them to want to get these answers out of you. Is that fair? That's the question to both Neil and the community.
I like to think that I'm open. I'd like to think that.
I don't think you're open. I'm just gonna be honest here, because the type of questions that I've received, I'm just like, why can't you guys just ask in the chat? Oh, because he ignores you. I got it. Okay, so fine. I got yours back. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put on my cake and ask questions.
There's one reason, and I've always said this, and it sounds kind of crazy, but I mean not crazy, but. There's been times where there's quite a few times where I'll get DMs or text messages from people like, yo, I just want to say, thank you for doing the morning show. It's good. It's good to laugh. It's crazy what goes on in your chat, and we laugh. Mm-hmm. But it's also I'm in my living room working, and I have my kids running around. And the second they said that, they weren't saying, you're keeping it PG. I realized that a lot of people are working from home in which they have kids running around. So when I'm and then once in a while I just forget it, and I just, what, they're just gonna have to tune out. But I can't be running around talking about D's and P's and big old T's and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why I don't. Now we could talk about it in the chat, but when I'm verbalizing this on the microphone, putting your meat on the mixer, you can't do that. that often, or else it's, you know, you got Big Ed Smith saying, "Uh-oh, I got a Zoom call. That means I got to take my pants off," you know, and then Jilly Bean doing Jilly Bean stuff, flicking beans and touching beans and being touched in the bean, and it can't be yelling that out. So I try to keep it PG on the mic. Now the chat, it's a whole nother thing.
So I have a disclaimer when anybody comes in the room, so everybody's hitting their kids, so you're safe here. Okay, so the kids are gone. This is the other crew. This is the crew that don't have to worry about that, because I see the chat. They're asking questions here. Okay, so he already actually answered this question in his stream, but I missed the definition, so I'm going to ask it again. What is a throat rocket?
A throat rocket. It's a throat rope. Actually, I'll give you the answer. Okay. What do you think a throat rocket is?
Ooh.
Don't lick your. Don't see. You can't. First off, you can't lick your lips and then answer it, because that's just weird. Claudia, I think that's the answer all along.
Claudia, don't you worry. I got you. Just give me a second here. I'm gonna give him 15 seconds to hang this out. Okay, so if I were to think what a throat rocket is, you know, sometimes a man and their penis, I'm allowed to say penis here, he projects very quickly and it shoots out at you, and so it can hit you in the eye or on your cheek, you know,
or your teeth.
It just comes. I don't know. What is a throat rocket?
It comes. Wait, what are we talking?
I don't know. Just go.
He pulls it out and it just like shoots at you. Is that what we're talking about?
Listen, I see what you're doing here, Mr. Jackson.
What am I doing? Kidding.
I asked you one question and you.
No. I'll give you
another question. So go ahead with the
answer. I'll give you the answer. The answer is actually a hot dog.
Okay.
An actual hot dog. So the way it came about is I do IRL streams, and we were somehow hot dogs kind of popped into the chat, and DJ CJ in Twitch is also a professional baseball player, and he pops into my chat. He is like, and he heard us talking about hot dogs. He's like, "Oh, you mean throat rockets?" And I almost fell out. I just died. I was like, "That's a thing?" They're like, "Oh yeah, hot dogs," because in baseball games it's pretty common to buy a hot dog. So that is what an actual the term throat rocket came from. Now throat goat and like all that other stuff, my chat came up with that. I learned it. I think you were in that stream.
I was, and I missed the definition for throat goat too. I can't say that 10 times. What is a throat goat?
I don't. Yeah, so Claudio's like, yes, throat rockets down the gullet, and that was actually coined by Chachi. See, I'm only the messenger here. I've actually told a couple people I'm more of like the traffic cop in my channel. I direct things into that's it. That's all I do. Everybody else throws out the content, and I just direct it to where it needs to go. I forgot what throat missile with Ken Chu, throat goat.
Excuse me, I have a statement.
Sure.
So you're guilty by association. Stop throwing everybody under the bus. We know that.
I didn't even bring up throat rocket.
You name the names. I hear Claudia. I hear Chachi. I want to hear about Neil. What is Neil into? Do you want me to take a guess? Sure.
What am I into, kitty?
Well, excuse me. I got you, Claudia. I got you. You know, for whatever reason, you give me sub energy, like a submissive, like you would, like, I feel like you would be into paddling. I don't know why. Every time I look at you, I'm just like, he would like a good paddling across those booty cheeks. Like, I don't know. See, what I'm trying to figure out is, do you want like a hard, or do you want like a soft? And,
first off, I got to cut you off here. You're actually wrong. I'm actually the dominant.
I'm not finished. So it could be either that, or it could be just a soft one, like a
pat.
No, you don't pat it like that. You brush up, like, you know. You
Like a
know,
brush up where the wiggle.
so not everybody wants a red handprint across their booty cheeks. Be quiet, Red Jeff. We were talking about this yesterday. I'm sorry to call you by name. I was talking about it. He was listening. Because we were talking about the different levels of abuse, because I was explaining to him how most men like abuse. And so, I was going over the different styles of abuse, and it doesn't necessarily mean like physical harm, which most people assume that's what
Right.
it is. It's not. So, anyways, when we were talking about smacks, and I was like, well, it's different types, whoever you get paddled by, Neil, I just want to let you know, just make sure you trust them. That's my advice to you. Do I think you've been paddled before? I don't know. I don't think you have, but I think you would like it.
No, no, no. I'm actually if okay. I'm actually I'm more dominant than anything. I
How do
like
you
to
know?
have control.
Oh,
Because I in and out of the sheets, I'm more of the controlling person.
oh.
Not in like a dickhead sort of way, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just my nature.
Okay.
I need to always be in control of things that I can control.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
paddling and spanking, and if you're gonna do like a little spanking, now you're just fucking around. So yeah, I'm more of the dominant.
So you can have control still being a submissive or the sub in a situation. Just want to let you know.
Mm,
You negotiate those terms.
I think in my age, I'm more stubborn. So when somebody's telling me what to do, I'm not gonna do it, whether I know if it's good or not.
But it
I'm
wouldn't
not doing that.
necessarily be like I walking up here, I'm gonna give it to you. Like, no, like let me coach you through this experience now. So
Are you teaching me how to be a sub? Because
yeah,
that tells you even more that I'm not one.
but I'm being for real.
I know. Like, oh, I know you are. I know you are. Because I'm side eyeing the chat right now too, and I'm like, they
Hey,
want this. They need this.
type of one if you want me to stop with this line of questioning in the chat room, please. I'm only doing what I was put up to do. I'm just gonna talk about basic shit, Amazon, going to get my vaccine after this shit is over. But if you want me to stop, type of two. If you want me to continue, type of one. Let me know. While the chat is contemplating what direction this conversation should go in, BMC was like, stop.
Wait, where I'm looking for is.
Breezy was. It's a tie right now. We need a poll. Listen, I have a question while they're figuring it out. What happened on Amani's show with the date? Like, I never got closure with your situation. Now, before you say anything, I don't know if you're still dating this person or talking to this person, but I told someone I was like, that shit was over the minute he got questioned on the exclamation points. Like, like I didn't see that relationship progressing. But if you guys are still talking, I would be very surprised. Can you just let us know if you're still dating this person virtually?
Um. Okay, to answer the question, nothing happened. Um. I want to give you a really good answer, but there isn't one. There isn't one that people really want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
We stay in contact here and there. Yes, Jilly Bean, Chrissy is cute,
Mm-hmm.
but um, she just seems like a cool girl. Uh, so really nothing happened. We still stay in contact. Weirdly enough, Kenchu, I actually sent her some coffee and she loves it. But not there's like we had a 5 hour date, like virtual date,
Okay.
and you know how you have that like connection with somebody where you could just talk to them. That doesn't mean love. That doesn't mean anything. That just means that you guys communicate well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it enough for me to explore further? No. One, she lives all the way across the country. I live like all the way across the country in a pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
She has shit going on. I have shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so and I told you this on text, and you're like, stop right there, save it for the show. And I'm like, I want to give you a good answer. I just don't have one. We stay in contact here and there, but that's about it. Now, if I'm in LA, sure, I'll hit her up.
You'll hit or you'll hit her up?
I mean,
listen, all I heard was friend zone, friend zone, friend zone. That's all I heard. You said a whole lot of things.
That's just what I
said.
That's what I said, though. I mean, like, I want to give you a better answer. I want to. I'd be like, dude, 5 hours of just masturbating on virtual, but it wasn't that.
It's not a match. Let me help y'all. It's not a match. She didn't like the exclamation points in the email. I saw that part. I was just like, oh, she seems like a nice girl. She seems nice. We are not shading her. She seems intelligent. She seems funny. But what Neil needs is someone who owns a paddle with an exclamation point on the paddle, and he comes and then like
no, and Kitty, you see, you're making up things. If I show the paddle and she responds with, then we're talking about a whole different type of date. But that wasn't the case in this.
Emote. Like, can I have that emote? Right. All I heard, friend zone. I need to be paddled. Friend zone. Friend zone. Okay, so it worked. Got it. I mean, and there's nothing bad. There's nothing wrong with what you said. I mean, again, watching the show is what she emphasized, that exclamation point in the email that you sent, and I was just like, yeah, that's not a match. I didn't feel a match from either one of you.
Yeah, it was. That's why I was like, I wish I can give you a better answer. I mean, she's really cool though. She's a very sweet girl. If I hit her up, my
exes.
Huh?
So are all my exes. They're really
sweet
cool
girls. Okay, hey,
they're sweet. I wouldn't take them back, but they're sweet.
but you know, quarantine is a motherfucker.
I mean,
you might hit up one time or another.
I love how you said 5 hours, like during the pandemic. That's 5 minutes during the pandemic. Like 5 hours during non-pandemic would have been something. 5 hours during this actual time of lockdown, that's not impressive. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Everybody else was impressed by 5 hours, and for me, I was just like, oh, we just sat there and we were just talking. And she's a talker, which is great. I can talk all night. I can talk to you, Kitty. You want to have a 5 hour date? We can do it. We can do it. I can easily talk to you for 5 hours, easily.
Okay, talk to.
But it was just like two friends talking. That was it. Just talking about our experiences.
Friend zone, y'all. Friend zone. Like, am I looking at the camera? Friend zone. That everything he just said, friend zone. Like,
friend zone.
During this pandemic, I've realized like you can have a lot of connections. Like I have a lot of good connections on Twitch, but do I want to date anybody from Twitch? No. But people sometimes take it as, oh, well, we talked longer than 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever it is, and we have a connection. No, the fuck we don't. We just can talk. Like,
yeah. It's we're all like, it's kind of hard to explain. Like,
why is it hard?
Especially with the, it's really hard to try and figure out like romance within this. Now, on the flip though, I've seen it happen. Mm-hmm. I've seen a couple of streamers and chatters end up dating. There are romances out there, but it's just not the way that I've ever. I mean, yeah, it's just not the way that I'm on Bumble. And I don't even know why I'm on it. I just flip through it, connect with people, talk, and then nothing happens.
I have a question. I don't know if you're ready to date. Like, are you ready to date now? Like, I don't
know. I don't really know. I don't know.
How did you end up on Amani's show? Like,
it sounded fun. But the thing is like, I'm like, look, you want to paddle me, Kitty? I'll let somebody paddle me. I'll let you paddle me once just to see. Ooh. But I probably know that I won't like it.
You will.
I'm 99.9% sure I won't. But I'll try it just to see. Amani, same thing.
I will paddle you and then still have you in the friend zone, by the way.
I will get paddled and probably still want to be in the friend zone. Like, I think we may have went a little overboard here. Maybe. Or Kitty, you just opened up a door that I never knew existed. Now I'm out. Thanks, homie.
Catch your Uber. Your Uber's outside.
So
We're laughing, but we're serious. Yeah.
No. But I went on Amani's show because it was a great idea. It was a great idea, and I was like, I saw it happen with my buddy Will. He was the first contestant on there, and I was like, I'd do this. I would totally do this just to see. And who knows, something good comes out of it. I always say, crazy shit happens. Fuck, we're in a pandemic. Crazy shit happens.
Right.
You know, good and bad. Crazy shit happens, and so.
Neil, you would actually be good for a throuple. You know, I've learned so much last night watching Amani's show. Sorry, Amani, to keep bringing you up, but you know, it is what it is. And your show was the hot topic from yesterday. Anyways, I now realize who is the perfect candidate for throuples. It's like people who like the friend zone, but then also like to go to holiday parties with somebody on their arm. Like, it's like the best of both worlds.
I can't do that.
Why? How do you know?
I've been the side hoe quite a few times. I just can't be in the same
You've been
room.
a hoe. Oh. Tell us about your hoe days. Thank you for giving me. I didn't even have that topic down, but go ahead.
Kitty.
Huh? Go ahead.
I am a guy. Now I am a guy and I'm a DJ. But I'm honest.
You are honest, though. Yes, that's
I am
the best
honest.
kind of hoe to be. Trust me, I know.
I don't want to lie. I may not answer the question, but if people want to know, then I'll say it. So I have been that. I just can't see myself. I just can't see myself being in the same room as the other person. Not out of jealousy, just to keep shit safe. I like to be safe. And so I just stay. I don't mind being in the shadows. I feel more comfortable that way.
Yeah, you could be the Tony in the situation. So Tony is the girlfriend of the husband, and she hasn't moved in yet. So, and Tony didn't want to come on camera. You would be the Tony in a certain scenario. But wait,
I'd never watched it, so I don't know. Tony was a side piece?
She's not a side piece. She's an official member of the family. Just she doesn't live there officially. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. I would need to know the reason why she doesn't live in there.
Because they don't have room in the house yet.
But she would want to be.
She wants to move in, but right now she's okay being in the shadows.
No, I don't like drama.
There's no drama. That's why the whole show was about how they keep the head mistress, solo fleet. She's dope. She was in the military. She has schedules on the wall. I was looking at her background. There's kids. She runs a tight ship.
Shit.
What? Is your side piece texting you right now? Go ahead.
No, one.
I'm gonna read the chat while you're having text sex on air. Okay. Yes, Claudia, she controls the whole relationship. Samuel, so everyone should go to Amani Experiences page and watch the replay for last night. Again, I was in the middle of a raid train, birthday train. A train was being ran, and I had to pause it for a second. I was like, I'm not missing the throuple conversation. So check it out. What's up, Jerome Baker? Welcome. Yeah, please check it out. It will be the best. I don't know how long it ran. I don't feel like it was too long. Maybe like an hour and 15 minutes, and it was juicy. Like I was blown. What else am I missing here? Raider D Jeff, can you just let me know? Like, so wait, if you're in a throuple, 2 girls, 1 man, or 2. Wait, is that if you were in a throuple, 2 girls? Oh, you're wanting to know what type of throuple Neil would be in? I think he would be open to either. Hold on. Use the bow tie. Okay. Amani questions. Don't worry, Amani's coming back. He was so interesting when he came here last week. You're not supposed to be in the same area as a side piece. All right, let us know when you're ready now.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, take your time.
I'm really big into NFTs right now, and they just did a surprise drop. That was more for the
Okay.
chat, whoever's into that. But
Okay. So we're trying to figure out what type of throuple would be best suited for you, like two girls and one man, or two men and one woman. So for those of you who aren't up on what an actual throuple is, it's not like it's a threesome where everybody is having sex. There are individual relationships happening. So in this case, Solo Fili has a husband and she has a boyfriend. Her husband has a wife and a girlfriend. So it's separate. Neil,
sorry, say that again one more time.
you okay?
Yeah, I it was like my
Are we
agent
going?
was calling me, and like I was wondering
No,
why I had
you're
a
fine.
thousand different texts.
No, you're fine. Take care of business. Money
No,
first.
no, good.
MOB, MOB, money
Uh,
over bitches.
that's no, 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 no.
Me and Baby Yoda live by that code. It's code of the streets out here. Money over bitches. There we go. Take care. If you need to pause, let me
I want
know.
them both, Kitty.
Oh,
I want them both.
I don't think you want anything right now. I think you want to just have fun and be a bachelor for another 2 years or so. What are you thinking? How long do you need?
Um, I honestly think that I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life.
Don't project that onto yourself. Yes,
Uh,
that can happen if you want to be single, but no one wants to be old and alone. Trust
you
me,
know,
I've
I
seen
I
this with
actually
old
don't
people.
mind it. I don't. It scares me in my older age, but I actually don't mind it. My uncle is single. He has a girlfriend,
Uh huh.
but he refuses to get married. And with the loss of my parents, I got closer with my aunts and uncles. And my uncle is. I remember hanging out with him, and I was like, this is a cool ass dude. And I was like, he's just a happy guy. And I was like, he's older, but I was like, you know what? I see myself like this. This is cool.
Okay. But you know that people on the outside, you see one thing, but on the inside, internally, there's something else going on. Like, have you sat down with him to talk to him and ask him, like, are you really happy living this life? Because, like,
Yeah,
even George Clooney got married
yeah.
eventually.
No, I asked him. I asked him. I asked him. I was like, "Are you good with this?" And he was like, I got you guys, and I just don't. I feel free, and like nothing against marriage, nothing against relationship. My parents were married to the day they passed, and I respect it. It's just
Mm-hmm.
not for me.
Okay.
You know,
Got it.
I I'm I have I want a lot of things,
Mhm.
and I want to see and experience crazy things. And I don't want to answer to anybody for that.
Mhm.
And it really came down to like when I started traveling as a DJ, and that was many years ago, and there was more and more stuff that I kept experiencing and seeing, and like I've always been like that magnet of like craziness.
Okay.
Always. I worked at a strip club, craziness. I lived down the street from it, which is even more crazier. And then I
Okay.
started hitting the road. I went to Africa. I went to Amsterdam. I went to UK, France, south of France. And I started seeing all these things. And I'm like, I want to see more. Nothing's ever enough. So, um,
Got it.
yeah.
I mean, I thought for a long time that I would. Well, first of all, I didn't think I was worthy of a relationship. But once I got myself fixed, and I too travel. And so I got to a point where I was just like, I'm tired of asking strangers to take my picture, or I'm tired of asking my friends to come pick me up from the airport. I need to be in a relationship so I can get airport pickup and drop off service. Uh,
Kitty,
what?
come on.
Oh, I'm so jealous of all the people who are married and your spouse comes to pick you up from the airport. That shit gets expensive, especially when you have the Uber. It's like, damn. Okay. No, but I got lonely during the pandemic. But here's the thing: I don't want to be a full-time relationship person. Like I feel like Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays would be our prime time, and don't cuddle me. And then if we do
Oh,
decide to get married, I've been telling people this. I want to either be next door neighbors with you, or you need to have your own room. Like, I don't
So
want to be together.
but that's an agreement. That's like a business partnership. I have a friend that's like that. I have a friend in Dallas, Texas that's like that. Very rich, very, very, very rich guy. 3 beautiful kids. And I was asking him, like, yo, where's the mother at? Like, I didn't even know that you were married. He was like, I'm not. I was like, well, were you ever? He was like, no. I was like, where's the mother at? She's like, oh, she's across the street. I was like, wait, what? Now I used to stay at his house whenever he would fly me in to play at the club. I would stay at his house. He lives in a very expensive neighborhood. Mark Cuban lives 2 blocks away. Very expensive. I'm like, wait, you own another? She owns a house across the street? Was she always your neighbor? He was like, no. I own the house across the street. I own like 4 other houses down the street. He was like, the agreement was I was looking for a partner to have kids with. She has to be tall, very intelligent. And the deal was, and good genes. Like they did this whole background check on I guess you can do that. Like, family history, cancer and stuff like that. And he was just like, I made an agreement with her that I will have kids. She will bear my kids, and I will take care of her until the last one turns 18, and then you're out. I was like, that is crazy, but it weirdly makes sense to me. Weirdly. And I remember, I think I was saying this in a stream, I'd rather have kids with a friend, a very good friend, because I don't want the relationship between her and I, but I would love to have somebody that I see eye to eye with that can raise this kid. We don't have to live together. We don't even have to cuddle, but I would like to have a kid. I just don't want the relationship. What is the
All I heard was a rich single man that I don't have to cuddle with, and he's available. Can you please send my picture and my telephone number here? I'll whisper you my telephone. I heard somebody wants to buy me a house and give me a contract, and I don't got to be faithful.
Yeah, but it's weird. It made sense. It totally made sense to me.
Let him know. Ask him, is he into the cocoa? And Amani wants you to ask me questions. I feel like you guys have already gotten enough about me. This is so much more interesting. Amani's trying to save you because I'm like, interesting. There's a lot of layers here.
I don't mind answering the layers. I don't. Chat, do you guys want me to ask her questions?
Hooligans, I see now why you had so many questions for me. Oh, I got a whisper question too. Oh yes, you guys can whisper me a question if I'm missing the ones that you're dropping in the chat. So Big Ed Smith wants to know, why does he shave his pubes in the shower? Big Ed, why would we want to know why he does that? I don't know.
And welcome to BRL.
I just needed to be clear on who asked that question because I would have never cared.
The funny thing is you're laughing, but I'm like, oh, that doesn't surprise me. Why I shave my pubes in the shower, because I am lazy when it comes to cleaning up stuff like that. So I just go where the drain is.
Where else would you shave your pubes? I don't know. Questions.
I have no idea.
I shave. I have I put a wave cap on my Jill Scott. I call my vagina Jill Scott. Jill, she gets a trim and she gets a wave cap, and there's waves going. Brush them out, trim them up. Yeah.
What the hell's a wave cap?
It's a Jill Scott wave cap that you put down there, and yeah. Hey, what's up, Stevie? I just saw your call. I could not answer because I'm in the middle of a stream. Love you. Thank you for coming. That's my good friend, everyone. Okay.
Wait, what's a wave cap? I mean, I know what a wave cap is, but what's a Jill Scott wave cap?
Jill Scott is the name of my vagina.
Yeah, but what's the wave cap? What does that look like?
Like a pair of wave cap panties. Like, I want waves to be down there. So
you're using that pony brush? Get them waves in there
I'm not going to use
like
anything too
this,
hard, like a soft, like shower, the soft bristles.
like this.
See, that is too hard for Jill. That is way too hard.
So softer one of this.
Yes. The shower one, you could just get a shower brush. Why is everybody brand new to this? Everybody maintains their Jill Scotts differently. I have a method to my Jill Scott ways. And so I trim her up, I edge her. All of this happens in the shower. So I don't know why you're
Wait,
pinning Jill to the
but
cross about doing
you
this.
edge so you shape?
Yeah, with the razor.
What kind of shape are we talking about?
Okay, we are in the friend zone, so you don't need to know
Then
that.
it's probably going to be easier to answer then.
No, when you answer, so then I'll answer. But now, yeah, but I answered up. You know, I know you youngins like the bald Jill Scotts. I'm not into bald, like, but I don't want it too bushy like the 70s. So it's like a low fade, like with waves.
Like a Ralph Tresvant high top. Because he never really went too high. Not like Bobby Brown.
That's too high.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Ralph
Why
Tresvant
are we
was.
talking about this? This is hilarious. We got so many more questions for you. Okay.
No, I mean, I don't mind answering them, but are we getting
I didn't
uncomfortable,
ask
Kitty?
you. Wait. Somebody asked why you cut them in the shower, and I'm confused on why we need to know that.
I mean, the funny thing is I answered that on BRL. I cut all my hairs, every single one of them, in the shower. My head, I'm going to cut my hair right after this in the shower. So, and if it clogs, I live in an apartment complex. I'll just put some some industrial Drano in there. If not, then I'll just call the maintenance man. Let him deal with it.
I love when a man trims his hair prior to me getting there, because nothing's worse than when a big ass bush is scratching the shit out of your cheek and you just like, bitch, I'm doing you a solid. The least you can do is trim. I've had a couple times where I had to break out the scissors. Like, do you trust me? I'm sure we're entangling, so I'm sure you trust me to trim. Let me just trim it for you, because all of these scratches, you fucking up my money maker here. Let me. And so
you got rug burns.
Yeah.
But
and then, especially when you get near the pipe, the microphone. Oh, watch it. Okay, listen, I got to use this too, just like you. You hold on. Trust me, I'm not going to try to cut you. I need to use this in a minute.
Nah, that's a lot of trust. That's like wife material. Like, look, that's wife material right there. Because like, look, you messed this up. You messed this up for both of us.
Let me get the comb. Ooh. Okay, let me trim it one more time. Get these dead ends off, these split ends.
But do you have a preference in length? Do you have a preference in length?
I need it to be soft, like cloud pussy. Like, don't be scratching up my fucking face. Like, God, I'm sorry to curse. It's a pet peeve. Sorry, I curse when I'm annoyed.
No, I get it. But there's a different type of sizing that you would either consider scraping or not. I mean, after a while, when you got soft, the hair is long still. No?
I don't know. If you put a little product on there, I don't know. Everybody has different grades of hair. Let's just be clear there.
Right.
So it just depends on who, what, What's up, Matthias? You picked the wrong day to come into my chat. It's very inappropriate. Here, let me just type this real quick. Let me get my command. Matthias is so innocent. Now, that is truly the innocent person, besides myself. Hold on. I'm okay, Matthias, if you come back another day. I don't want to corrupt you. Listen, I really hate when dudes just don't trim down there. Like, it's so rude. Like, type a 1 if you can relate to what's going on here. And dudes, if you trim your man hairs down there, can you type a 3? It is rude. Neil, thank you for looking out for whoever gets steps up to the mic to sing a solo.
I just want everybody to be happy here. That is the one thing that I even in anything, I just want everybody to be happy.
A happy soloist is a happy life for you. That's what I want to say. Yeah.
If I can make her comfortable in whatever that she wants to do,
or whatever whoever's into,
that we're gonna be comfortable.
Put a little shea butter, man. I don't know if this, but in my mind, if you put a little shea butter down there and then put a wave cap under it, it'll soften up those pube hairs so that a bitch don't have to get scraped and shit. And then when she doing a walk of shame home, or he or she, whatever you're into, she doing a walk of shame home, and it looks like she got into a fight with a fence, like, or a carpet. Like, put a little shea butter down there to moisten and soften up those pubic hairs. That's all I'm saying. Maintenance.
Or that's those are trophies.
Trophies of what? What?
When you see them walk out, you're just like,
No.
yep. That's like the adult hickey.
I don't want my neighbors in my building like, oh, that's why I wake my stuff, because I am a big fan of a sub coming over and servicing me. And I don't want him having scratches. Here's another thing too, another pet peeve. Don't leave fucking marks on my body. If you aren't paying any rent, mortgage, don't leave no hickeys, don't leave scratches, don't, no. That is a personal rule.
Breezy saying those are not trophies.
That is not.
For you.
I thought you were private though, Neil. You can't have the neighbors knowing what's going in and out of your house.
That's why it's a matter of timing. I know that my neighbors don't leave their apartment past 9 p.m. They are out by 9:15.
I live in a building full of hoes. Everybody will know here. And the water too. People, the screams coming out. Listen, my goal is for them not to call the police. Like I think something's happening to her over there. No, I'm perfectly fine. It's this dude. He's a screamer. Anyway, next conversation. How do we fall down this rabbit hole? Please keep your questions going. Thank you. Wait, Claudia, I'm impressed with Kitty for your ability to get Neil to speak. I mean, you guys forced. I kept asking. I'm thinking PG-13 questions. Nothing was PG-13. Let me look at this list real quick. I want to make sure I'm getting everything. Hold on. Oh, here's a PG-13 question.
Okay.
Don't worry, Neil. We'll come right back into the spicy. I know you. That's where you reside. Okay. Irene wants to know, why doesn't Neil cry? Why do we need him to cry?
You guys really want to know this?
This is a really interesting community.
I don't cry.
Take us back to your childhood.
Oh, I have to. So, some people know about Pomona, California, but in the 80s and 90s, I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of people in my life. A lot of violent deaths. So, 8th grade, I went to 9 funerals. Freshman year, I went to 8. Sophomore 7, junior 7, and then senior was like 7 or 6. It just went kind of backwards, but it got to the point where I just kind of the first death I ever experienced was in the 5th grade. My best friend was riding his bike home from my house and got hit by a car by a drunk driver and died like 3 days later. That was the first death. And then after that, it was like my friend's cousin killed him. They killed that guy. And then the guy that killed the cousin later on, 2 weeks later, got killed. So that's the kind of neighborhood I grew up in. And after a while, I was just out of tears. After a while, death, I interpret death as is just a part of life. And it sounds dramatic and stuff like that, but I'm just not affected by it. We all die. And so nothing really seems that bad. Hell, I was streaming and my friend got killed in Indianapolis, Indiana, trying to save 2 girls. And so a lot of people get taken away from me. So I'm okay. My parents passed. There's a lot of things that happen. I'm just all cried out.
Got it. Wow, that went really deep. Wow, I didn't know all of that.
That's why I was like, you really want to go down this road? We'll go down this road.
I mean, I really think you should have a Q&A with your community, because a lot of these questions are literally like, I really need to go back to your question. Yes, you did ask me that. This is when we were in Neil's chat and I was asking like, hey, if you guys have any questions. And so that was one of your comments. So I copied and pasted it. But they seem to want to know a lot about you. And this is so weird because this is, even though I do deep dive into people's, like I come at them from the left, it's more lighter than this. but they
Yeah.
really care about you and they are asking you, like, these are real questions. Like, I haven't even, the only question that I asked for myself was, what happened with the date? The rest of the questions have been them.
No, look, I kind of I was expecting this, and so that's why I'm like, Kitty, yeah, let's do it. I'll answer the questions on your channel. I just BRL was designed, and like I feel like a broken record here, but I'm sorry if you guys don't know. But BRL was designed not only for my chat, but for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of shit happened in the past year, and the reason why I jumped on the stream in the morning was because I was just tired of thinking about all the bad shit that was going on, rent not being paid, all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I just wanted to escape for a couple hours. That's it. Uh,
Right.
I don't need downers. I just want to laugh and listen to music that I would listen to in the morning. So when I see those questions that pop up that I think are, you don't want that vibe in your channel. You don't want that. I don't want that. So I don't answer them. I just keep it vague, And then sometimes you keep it vague for like the dating show and stuff like that because it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's all designed to laugh, forget about what you're about to walk into, and that's the real world.
Right.
You got that. I can't help you. I can't protect you from that. But from BRL, it's a little safe haven for a little while. You
Right.
know, we
I
all
think
need
you
that break.
I think you do a good job of keeping it you keep it at a certain tone. Like, because I, prior to me stumbling, so I knew about Neil prior to 2 weeks ago. Someone rated in to your channel. I can't remember who, but me and Mr. Brad, maybe it was Jerome. I don't know. But anyway, so I stayed in there. Typically in the mornings, I would listen to either my Spotify list where I needed something mellow. I wouldn't gravitate at all to somebody who was doing a talk show. But your chat was so good that I was just like, wow, this is really good. And then someone ended up subbing me, and then I've just been coming back whenever I can. So again, the tone is good. You have the soft ambient music, I guess that's if we want to call it that, going in the background. It's like a whole vibe. So you really have a community that is about that, just that tone, that vibe first thing in the morning. And I'm so glad to be a part of it.
Thank you.
I feel like I've been welcomed within the last 2 weeks and developed great relationships. I mean, it spilled over. I've benefited because some of your people come in when they see me on. So
Yeah.
yeah, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that I was able to have you come on the show where we could ask some of these questions.
I
Uh,
want to know all the rest of the questions. Let's
I'm
get
getting
into
to
these.
it, and then I see questions coming out in the chat. If you guys, if I, yeah, hold on. Okay,
What
so
ringtone was that?
that's Criminal Minds.
Okay.
So when I'm not watching the Amani Experience and the thruples, no, I'm sorry, it's not just about that, but the dating shows, the Twitch universities or whatever, which I think Amani's lineup is much better than TV at this point during the pandemic. So no, Amani, I've already had my week delivery for the month. I won't order again. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a new month now. So I'm gonna get in on those 420 specials. Don't you worry. They've been texting me. Anyways, thank you guys for asking the questions. If I'm missing your question, because I can't read the chat and talk to him, if you really want me to ask him something, you feel free to whisper me. It's perfectly fine. Hold on, I see my name. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get back to questions in a second, Neil. Check your phone. I know you have messages. I'm somebody who's super you. Yes, Big Ed, thank you. She's getting sex calls now. Can we please focus? No, no sex. Actually, I'm abstinent. Like I keep telling people I'm not having sex.
What? When was the
Sure.
last time you had sex?
It's been 6 years for me.
What the?
I'm sorry, let me clarify. 6 years for penetration. But you're on my show, so I'm asking you the question. That's not important. That was the least important thing
Wait,
about
hold on. I thought this wasn't an interview. I thought this was a co-host.
it is, but that's the least important thing about me. Okay, pop up for the opening of the the silence is deafening. Pause, insert knee pads. Okay. Sounds like you guys are having a good time. If you have questions, just either highlight or, well, no, don't highlight, just whisper me. I did see Breezy say I got 2 requests for Ask Baby Yoda. Do I have to? Like, I feel like we've gotten deep here and it's going to break the mode. I'll refund those points to you. Okay, hold on. I get a whisper. If these issues affected his relationships. Amani, I am not a trained counselor. Uh, How can I preface this? And I'm being very serious. As somebody who has, so here, Neil, we have this in common. But my experiences were much more recent. I recently, so coming back to California, I had 5 people die on me within a short amount of time, and I found myself to be. At first, I tried the whole talking to friends, thinking because I wasn't equipped to deal with grief, didn't know what grief really was,
Yeah.
uh, and so it's like being in a toxic relationship, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate when you're in a bad relationship and you're hitting your friends up constantly, asking them for advice, but you keep going back to the person or keep dealing with it, and so eventually you burn your friends out. It felt the same way with talking about grief and death. And so going through that process and going through therapy, I realized that how to effectively or properly talk to someone who's going through the same thing,
Yeah.
but also keeping in mind that some things are so deep that I just don't have the certification to even tap into this. And so I don't want to do it irresponsibly.
Yeah.
So hopefully that helps if for those of you who are wanting to go deeper into that conversation. Uh,
Um. About dealing with for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
I do nothing. Even when it comes to people passing and just chaos,
Mm-hmm,
sometimes I just do nothing because I know that what I'm looking at is dust
mm-hmm,
in the air, and I need to let it settle in order for me to make sense of what is going on. So I
mm-hmm,
stop and I do nothing.
mm-hmm,
When I was dealing with, the loss of quite a few people, I just sat there and I waited for something to make sense because I did the same thing you did.
mm-hmm,
I would call a bunch of people, and I only realized that I was talking to people and asking them questions, waiting for the answer that I wanted to hear.
mm-hmm,
And then after a while, after I started asking the same question over and over again, I realized I have to just stop asking.
mm-hmm,
That answer is going to come to me when it is ready.
mm-hmm,
And now that's how I deal with pretty much everything.
mm-hmm.
Chaos, stop what you're doing. Let it all pass, then find the answer then.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right, right. Well, thank you, Neil. I am going to, there's no segue. I'm going to change this topic. Because
sorry.
again, I want to be respectful to you, and I want to, and again, I'm just not equipped. And I am the complete opposite. If we start talking about death, I'll start crying because I talked about it
True.
briefly. Like there's so many ghosts here in LA. Yeah, it's time to leave LA because LA is completely changed, but it's also all of these people. Most of the people were here, and so yeah,
Yeah.
it's very sad. So yeah, I'm gonna change the subject.
Okay.
Lighten it up. Here, ask me a question. Monty actually suggested that. Ask me a couple questions.
Fucking 6 years, Kitty? What the fuck? Sorry. I just.
I'm contractually, I am contractually obligated to not. I can't answer those questions because Tanya wants to fully extract all of the information. Now that's the person you should be scared to come on their show
Who?
in a loving way. Tanya California, who's in my chat, she has a great stream, and she now I think she has a license. She really gets information out of people, so she wants to talk about being abstinent for 6 years, and I'm happy to talk about it on her show.
Bring Tanya in here. Tanya, get in here.
We can't do Tanya. Tanya needs her own.
Wait, okay, so, but we can't talk about. Okay, I see it. Save it for our interview.
Wait,
What
Neil, you're
the?
abstinent too? Wait, I don't think. Wait, did he say that? Somebody just asked how long have you been? When's the last time you had sex? And you can decline that. I feel like that's too intrusive into your personal life, but well,
I could tell you it was within this year.
was that shady? You see how he's shading me, y'all? You see that? It's fine.
Ain't no dust down there, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, it's fine. Cobwebs next to Jill Scott. Jill Scott be looking at me every morning because I like to look at myself naked in the mirror, and Jill Scott just be side eyeing my ass back like, "Bitch, what's going on?" Listen, I'm just not there yet.
Um, when was the last time I had sex? It was, I mean, within this year.
He got his boots knocked within this year, guys, but he did not get a spanking.
I got my boots knocked. No one knocked these boots. I knock boots. I don't get my boots knocked.
Okay, let me just get to the root of this. There is a whole bunch of single people or people who are interested. Let me put this disclaimer. I do not date Twitch people. I don't care if you're a streamer or not. If he wants to be available to you all, there you go. Just had to put that disclaimer up. I should have created that. See, I need to have a special command for when single guys come on here, because I feel like I'm being put up to ask these questions. No, Neil.
Yes.
So you had sex this year.
Mm-hmm.
You're not actively looking, but if you come across somebody who's okay with not being in a relationship, okay with you buying them a house, living there, and being accessible to you whenever you call, that would be the ideal situation for you. Did I get that correct?
That would be the ideal situation for all men. I am just relaying what all men would genuinely want.
So if there's anybody who's single or willing to leave their current partner for a situation where you get a house purchased for you or rented for you until your contract is concluded. I like this. This is actually a good idea. But I'm not buying anybody a house though. But yes, you could. No, I'm actually ready to settle down. Let me stop playing. I just need
what was your longest relationship?
Oh, 10 years. I've been in 10-year relationships.
When did it end? 6 years ago?
No. Damn.
Don't tell me that one of these 10 years was part of the 6 years.
No.
Okay.
Excuse me. When I was in New York, I dated. As soon as I moved there, like 2 weeks after I met like this guy from the Bronx. Oh my God, he had the best dick ever. Woo, that's
dang.
Dang. He hurt me so bad. But anyways, yeah, that ended when he got married and didn't tell me in 2012. And I cried in the bed for 2 months. I was like, damn, I missed that dick. And he was a good person because he was part-time, but I didn't realize his part-timeness. He was off getting engaged. There we go. I made a mistake. You learn.
I have a rule. I never date a girl that just moved to New York within a year or two.
Well, you're not a native New Yorker. The native New Yorkers see us as prey. Like, ooh, someone who's new and we haven't ran through yet.
Well, I mean, that if you're trying to, yes, this is true. Easy prey, yes. I just don't. I don't want to.
He messed it up for everybody.
I don't want to be the guy that they're like, I fucking hate men in New York. I don't want to be that guy.
So here's the thing. I don't hate men in New York. I just don't want to date anybody who is from a city that starts with the letter B.
Wait, say that again?
I never want to date a dude again that is from a city that starts with the letter B. So if you're from the Bronx, If you're from Baltimore, The Bronx people have messed it up for all letter Bs.
Okay. At least in New York, right?
Anywhere.
Beverly Hills?
Brooklyn, yep. Thank you. If your city start Boston, yep. Beverly Hills, yep. Bahamas, yep. Especially.
What? Berkeley? Berkeley?
Yep.
You're crazy. You just hate. Okay.
Belize, yes. Come on, Amani. Come on, college.
Barcelona?
Yeah. Well.
Okay, that one.
I've been to Barcelona. First of all, that is a lot of people don't know that's a cannabis destination. A lot of people don't know that, but still, the Bay Area has the best weed. But I've been to Barcelona. Stevie came out the bushes for that one. Stevie, I'm ignoring you, Stevie. Yes, Barcelona. Yeah, I might could be into a Barcelona person, but they're probably not from Barcelona. They're just living there. So yeah. Anyways, okay. There are exceptions to the rule, but it has to be international. Maybe. There we go. Yeah.
All right. So okay, two 10-year relationships.
Yes.
And you're ready for another one now.
Yeah, I think this pandemic, I was lonely on Tuesday nights. I would have liked to have somebody pull up with their negative COVID test results. And yeah, that would have been cute. and then they get an Uber back home.
Wait 1 second.
This is a long read. Let me put it on the screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually reading right now.
I was trying to read it too. But Neil, if you know that an innocent kitty is going to get eaten by wolves and you need to eat, isn't it better that you be the one to eat it? Regarding newbies to NYC. That is actually a very good point. Pootie Nation. I hope I'm saying that right. Neil, what say you?
Nah.
No.
Nah. Well, for two reasons. One, I just don't want to do that to a person.
Uh-huh.
Because it's just an asshole move. Two, that girl will probably remember you and be like, that guy was cool. Now I'm going to smash him. I'd rather be in that position than be the asshole in the situation.
I think you think a lot.
I do think a lot. Everything I do is thought out. It backfires on me.
When you just say, fuck all of this, I'm tired of thinking, let me just have fun and live in the moment. Like, it's just, I see a very tightly wound production, a gadget, a gear here. And it's just like.
Oh, I do live in the moment. I created a coffee company in a pandemic, just off of no planning. I just thought the idea and I generally thought, can I pull this off? And I did it. But I do everything in life like that. I think if I think it's a good idea and I briefly try to run the plan in my head, I'll go for it. Now, I'm not going to throw myself into like the fire and like, I mean, I moved to New York in a 5-day span. No plan. I never really have a plan for anything.
As far as controlled.
Say again. The way that I do it is I throw myself in it and then I try to make sense of it from there. Mm-hmm. When it comes to living in the moment, streaming, I didn't know what I was doing, and then I did it, and then I learned from all my mistakes, and then I started to strategize from there. I don't. Well, yeah. That's what I do.
Oh, Neil.
What? Does that not make sense?
I wish we met in different terms. I would have taken you up under my ratchet wing and shown you how to just truly not give a fuck in a moment. I'm not saying you have to live your entire life like that, but I have moments of I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not, if I'm going to smash somebody who just moved to LA, I don't care if I'm going to be the first person that sleeps with your friend. I don't care. Like, we're not thinking about that. Like, so there's things that I pick and choose where I just don't care. But I'm not trying to change you. You're perfect the way you are. But I'm just saying, maybe have moments.
Who told me this saying about the two bulls? Mm-hmm. The saying about the two bulls.
Oh, tell me.
They look at the pasture of all those cows and they're like, "Dad, let's go down there and fuck that cow." He's like, "Why don't we walk down there and fuck them all?" Patience. That's what I've learned. Is like, just get in there, figure it out.
Mm-hmm. I used to live my life like that. Like, I'm very much, first of all, I'm an alpha through and through. I like to have things a certain way. But what happened was moving back to California humbled me. Basically, things just fell apart. Like, I couldn't control everything. And I became depressed. I couldn't control, like, it was just like, what is going on? Like, I'm always in control. Like, I've been doing everything according to how everybody told me to do. And I was so frustrated. And then when it all fell apart, I think that was is that all there is to a fire? Like, after that, then I came out of it and I was just like, okay, now I know I'm not in control of this. I can't be in control of everything, no matter how, like, moving to the East Coast very quickly, or meeting a guy on the first date and next thing you know, we're in a relationship for 10 years. Like, it's different scenarios, but I've always been in control. I've never had fuck this shit moments until now, within the last few years. So yeah, just something to think about. Okay. Listen, if once I determine that you're not crazy, when I come back to New York, I'm gonna be like, Neil, let's link up.
Wait, am I still crazy in your book?
I don't know. I don't trust anybody on fucking Twitch at this point. I'm going through PTSD right now.
Wow, so what happened?
Wild shit happened. I'm not going, but I'm just saying.
Look,
Like
look. If it helps you any, I've been through it.
Amani might have to be picked. No, I trust Amani. He's probably one of the few people I trust here.
No, it's funny that you're to say that because I literally,
Okay.
I don't really talk. I never. Again, I try not to get too serious in BRL, but yeah,
It's crazy. It's
it's a
crazy out here in the
wild
street.
world in there. It is a wild world in
It's
there, and
crazy.
you've got to pick and choose. Um, you just got to be careful, you know,
Mhm.
because it is the internet, you
It's
know.
Twitch, but Twitch is a little. Twitch is like AOL days, but with video and a pay scale. And yeah, that's all I have to say. We're not going to go down that road, but I'm just saying, like now, I'm
We're,
reevaluating everyone, everybody. If we meet offline, like there's going to be an application process. Like walk
oh,
you through.
I was gonna share you a story that actually never share. I banned a person
Hmm.
um, in my channel. I don't talk about it. I mean, I only know how to ban people. I have
Hmm.
a vibe that I want, and if something is fucking it up, I will ban them because
Hmm.
it's just. So I banned somebody really quick one day, and on Instagram, months later, somebody kept writing, nope, nope. I launched a coffee company. I was like, nope, nope, nope. And then I DM'd them. I'm like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? He's like, I just want to let you know that the person you banned uh, is in the hospital right now because he tried to commit suicide. And I was like, uh, I'm sorry to hear that. He was like, you got to really watch how you talk to people. Um, because you never know how that's going to affect other people. And I was like, look, I have rules to this channel. Just be cool. Don't be a dick. You know, respect others. You know, and just
Hmm.
have fun. Just have fun. That's it.
Hmm.
And then like I was streaming one day, and then all of a sudden I get another DM from the person, and he says, I just want to let you know that person died, and you have blood on your hands. And I was like, look, I'm sorry that you lost your friend, but I don't think that I really had anything to do with it.
Hmm.
And he was like, well, I hope you can live with this. I was like, I'll be fine.
Hmm.
I was like, because one, I don't even know if that person is actually you or what, but so I can only take this as being trolled. And then
Right.
he
Right.
just kept going, kept egging me on, kept egging me on.
That's the same person. I'm reading between the lines. That's the same person doing that to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it went on for months, and then he started to create. He started to create Instagram profiles bashing me, saying Neil Jackson sucks. Neil Jackson sucks. Sick. And I was like, everybody in my channel, you know, God bless them, were reporting them,
Hmm.
but they were like, yo, what's going on? I mean, people were asking what was going on. I'm actually, this is the first time I've ever talked about it, but this has been going on for even before summer.
Right.
So stuff like that. And I've got many stories like that, many
Right.
stories.
Right.
So just be careful. And I actually talked to somebody else, another partner streamer, and she was like, holy shit. I had not the same person, but I had the same incident happen to me. So,
I mean, to piggyback off of that, I had a situation where I had to ban somebody very quickly as well. Some of you guys are into it. No, I'm not going to get messy or say the names, but that person got banned and blocked. There is a situation of creating a different accounts. So when
yeah.
I talk about Twitch has a dark side, that's not to scare you guys. Thankfully for me, I had a DJ pull me under his wing. So for me, being Kitty Bradshaw, I'm Kitty Bradshaw off Twitter. I'm sorry, Twitch. So I'm people know me from Facebook, Instagram. I mean, I've been doing this for years. So there's a level of trust because they know I didn't just spring up or pop up. This is not a new personality. So thankfully, one of the streamers uh, went and pulled me under their wing and said, these are the people you should look out for. They have a reputation behind the scenes, and there's a list of mods and streamers who you should look out for and be careful. Then they went on to give me tips. as far as don't give your telephone number out to anybody. Which I had already did that. So my mods have my telephone number. He was telling me don't give your numbers, not even to mods, because mods can flip out. Be careful of who you make a mod, because you'll have situations where somebody will be your mod, and then for 6 months they're coming, they're active every day, and then all of a sudden they won't show up anymore. And so you'll demod them because you need that coverage in your chat, right? We all need mods because things get out of control very quickly. So he went on to explain that when he demodded that person who had not been showing up, they flipped out and turned into his worst nightmare. Yeah. And so I was just like, wow. So we have to be really careful of who we give the sword to, who we give these VIP badges to, because it's very political. Now, in my mind, I don't give a shit about a diamond. Like, if you give it to me, cool. If you don't, whatever. It doesn't pay my bills. I don't give a damn. But there are people who they wake up every day and they feel like their worth is based on these diamonds, these swords. And yeah, so it gets really crazy. But for me, here's the thing. During the pandemic, a lot of mental illness and people have surfaced. I wasn't quite prepared dealing with that, being on screen, being a new streamer, because again, I've always been behind the scenes, and I've always been transparent. But it's different when you're the face on the camera, and people are watching you. And so how me and you just talked about death, we both experienced it. Somebody in the chat room could be like, I just had somebody who died. Oh my God. Kitty and Neil are my best friend. They're my best friend. And they will hone in and just keep creating counts or trying to weave their way into your life. And it gets real crazy. So now I just have this extra layer. Like I told people, for those of you who've been watching me for the last couple of weeks or have known me prior to this, it's a completely different person. I have my mods are now my buffers. Like I have a talent booker now. We are not booking shows during the stream anymore. Miss Fran Boogie, if anybody wants me to be on their stream, you have to go through her, and she's vetting you. She's going to your stream to see what type of, if we've never heard of you, we're going to see what type of interviews you do. Like it's a whole system. Like we are not playing games over here, because it did get scary. Yeah. So
I'm sharing that story with you because you said that you're relatively new, and I also say this to other streamers. I'm talking to you, but I'm actually talking to all the new streamers out there. That's what exists. I don't talk about it, but there's a lot more of that. And so yes, that's a great idea to have a buffer. I have my team of mods and stuff, and like people that I talk to on the phone, and
But you remember when we were first having these conversations, because this did not just happen overnight. It took about a week and a half for us to schedule this. But remember, I said to you, come to my stream. I know you've visited my stream once or twice, but you didn't stay the whole time. Come and look at my old video so you know my style of working with people. You didn't want to do that, and I respected that because you wanted to just the art of surprise and you were prepared. But I really was seeing like, don't come on my show and be ambushed. I would never do that again. I'm so selective now who I go and stream with. Like, and also too, I don't want to talk about heavy topics. I'm going through my own shit behind the scenes. Like, I don't need people coming at me from the left. Like, surprise, I'm an open book. But I do realize now there are questions that I will tell you, I will answer to the best of my ability. But if I don't want to go down those rabbit holes, I'm not going to do it. And you're not going to bully me into doing it. So yeah, thankfully you trusted me enough. But I was going to even offer you references. We didn't even get to that part because you didn't care. But I was going to be like, go to Amani. Amani knows me. Amani can vouch for me. I'm even treading lightly with DJ Trey, because nothing that she's done or nothing, we just don't know each other yet.
Oh, Trey's crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding with you. Trey is a solid person. That's like my little sister. Like, she's a solid person.
I didn't even know she streamed. And so now that I go in, I feel weird. Because again, I'm going through PTSD right now. And so I don't want her to think like I'm that crazy person. Like, hey, so with anybody, any new stream I'm going into, I'm just like, I'm leading with, I'm not crazy. Listen, I whispered DJ 360. So me and DJ 360 met when we were on Amani's show, and we've been in touch. We follow each other now. We follow each other on Instagram now. In my mind, she's like my auntie in my head. But anyway, so I had to pull up in her whispers for the first time about 5 days ago. And so I was like, let me lead with, I am not crazy. But if I pull up into your whispers, I got to point out something to you. And she was like, what's up, sis? And then from there, we're developing a relationship. But yeah, It's scary out here. Long story
Well,
short, it's scary.
okay. So Big Ed Smith said something in the chat just now, and I don't want to. I'm only telling the story I was only telling these stories because something happened this morning that I was a little uncomfortable about, and I dealt with it as fast as I could.
I saw that.
But Ed, like, and anybody else who's ever thinking about streaming, I'm only saying this because nobody's really talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's important to talk about it so you know what to do, or you know what's out there, and you can figure out how you want to deal with it. But it's important to know that it's out there because, again, none of us were talking about it. Everybody keeps talking about mental health. Everybody keeps talking about, but nobody's giving details. And so I'm giving a detail of how gnarly it can get. And now that you know, that's why I don't think about it. I just ban people. I'm like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this. And then you just, sort of like what you do with Jill Scott. You just trim the hedges, make it look nice, make it comfortable.
I want to play into what you just said. No one's talking about it. I was only fortunate enough to have a DJ who took me under their wings. They trusted me. Like, had he not have done that, I would have still been in the dark about this. I've never, because me and Amani have talked, like we've had a Zoom, but we never went down like the dark side of this. And maybe Amani has never experienced this because he has a tight knit circle of mods around him. Same like you, Neil. So these streamers, we don't have streamer to streamer conversations, but thankfully this guy, he told me like, this is what's up. There's a list of people to beware of, whatever. And when we say list to beware, we're not talking about somebody who came in and just trolled us lightly. Like, no, we're talking about people creating multiple accounts, getting really uncomfortable, like single white female type shit. Like, it's crazy. So, yeah.
Julie Bean's asking me, is there a difference between level of stalkers that you would get when you were traveling DJ? Did you get stalkers when you DJ'd live? I mean, sure. The only thing is I would say that the stalkers that I get online is way different and more gnarlier than the ones in real life. Because you have multiple platforms that you have access to communicate. And so if Twitch isn't enough, they'll hit you on emails, they'll hit you on DMs, they'll hit you on Facebook, so they have multiple avenues to reach out. And after a while, I mean, it seems like you just, block, but it just becomes a lot, especially when you can start creating different screen names. And then it's just constant. So you just got to be able to know to just ignore. So.
And then if you get in that situation, this is just tips. And again, this is from me being online, being an influencer for years. I always screen capture everything. And also too, I have a file. So, and I let my friends know at the very least, like if something happens to me, here's this person, this is a situation, like if it gets to a certain level. So right now I already have a Twitch red alert file for a person here based on the stuff. And I had to go back before I blocked, screen captured everything. Thankfully, some of the conversations happened on camera. So I have that. So yeah, protect yourself. Don't take this stuff lightly. Mental illness, like the pandemic didn't create mental illness. Some for a lot of people, it was already there, but it just heightened it. So protect yourself. That's all we're saying. So.
Yeah. Yep. This wasn't the spicy chat I was expecting.
Right, I didn't expect. Oh my God, this is like a CNN profile.
No, I honestly, Kitty, this is the first time I'm actually I'm opening up on your show. Thank you for that.
No, listen, I thank the community for giving me this content because it's weird. I don't actually know Neil. We don't have any interaction. Like he said earlier, he just said, I texted. We don't have each other's phone numbers. We whispered each other. And it's very like all of our interactions have been in his stream, under his chat. He gives me 5 seconds like he gives the rest of you. I don't know.
Whoa. You've seen that chat fly, and sometimes I just can't read everything.
Personally, trust me, I'm not going to create another account to try to find out why. Trust me, I'm not. I promise you. And just so you guys know, the gardener is here. So if you hear wind blowing, that's him. Let me see here. the Barbara Walters of Twitch. I don't like Barbara Walters. Let's do Don Lemon. I love Don Lemon.
Don Lemon. Which one was that one? That was old school, right?
No,
Like,
he's currently on CNN. I love
is
him.
he?
Him and Chris Como. Is it Chris or wait? Who's our
Oh,
governor?
Chris Cuomo. What's his
The brother.
our
That's on
our
CNN.
governor's brother.
Is it Chris or is it who? Wait,
I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
It's Governor Cuomo's brother, but I just don't know what his first name
I
is.
think his name is Chris. Anyways, I love him and Don Lemon, their interactions, and they joke, but then when they want to hone in on somebody to get serious, I am Don Lemon. I call him affectionately Don X because he'll go in on your ass. Anyway,
First off, Big Ed Smith said Kitty Bradshaw. I say Barbara Walters because she makes her guests cry. Big Ed, first off, I don't cry. I did not cry today. Not today. Just so you know. But I would say Barbara Walters too.
don't sleep on Don Lemon. I love Don Lemon. Yes, that is the gardener. Rest in peace, Enrique, my former vibrator. Enrique is not among the living. He died. I don't even masturbate in these 6 years. It's like
What?
out of mind. I don't masturbate.
Whoa!
I don't. But I can't talk about
You're
this anymore. I gotta save this for Tanya California's show. And she might be the last time I talk about sex because I really hate talking about it as far as me. It's boring. I will talk about it, but I think it's a boring topic.
What, masturbation?
Sex in general. It's like, who wants to hear about that all the time? For me.
Bruh. I mean,
I'm into some wild shit, don't get me wrong, but no, it's boring.
ooh, do tell. So wait, look. You could talk about abstinence. We want to know the non-abstinence side of Kitty Bradshaw. What kind of shit are you
Tanya,
into?
only if Tanya approves what can be talked about here. Tanya is in the chat and she's here part-time. She's flipping back between tabs. So if Tanya says it's okay, she will approve your questions. Okay, wait, what is this? You have a lot of commentary today. Hold on, let me see. You mean you haven't tried the rose on Amazon? I hear it's a soul snatcher. No, I haven't.
Damn, soul
Wow.
snatcher. That's
Wow.
a tall order right there. Soul
Wow.
snatcher.
Right. Yes, Jilly Bean. Oh, D-Light. I'm sorry. I don't know if D-Light is still in the room. To answer your question. Okay, so there are two people who I really do want to meet from Twitch. D-Light, I'm Team Garlic Noodles, and then Sky High Mama. Like, I don't know why. It's their energy. Like, I want to meet them, but I want them to vet me. I want them to give me an application to fill out so that they can ensure that I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, I promise, but I do want to meet them. Yeah. But now, after talking to Neil today, I want to take him under my ratchet wing. Like, come on, little butterfly. I'm gonna
Ratchet? What are you talking about? I can get it in. I'm pretty ratchet. I'm wearing a Magic City hoodie.
I mean, if you count being in a car and going to a pizza or donut shop, that's not quite ratchet.
Bro, you don't know me, Kitty. You don't.
Just
You
saying.
know quarantine Neil. You don't.
Hmm. I saw you with that box of pizza. You were so excited. You lit up like a paycheck. Like
Like a stimmy check, like a stimmy stem.
I mean, I want a man to look at me like how he looked at that pizza box in that car. Everybody saw that in real life, that IRL stream. This is what I'm missing in my life. I want to be somebody's pizza box. Like,
I never really thought about the way I look at a pizza box could make some people tear a little bit. Like,
you look at that box like you saw $100 floating in the streets, and you were the only one to see it. Like, it was like,
yeah, look around like. No. It's so I don't. Who was I talking to about this yesterday? I was talking to somebody about this yesterday, but
you talking to me?
I was talking to my buddy DJ Strategy in Chicago, and he had moved to Texas from Chicago. He moved to Texas from Chicago. He's a wild boy, and he knew me back when like I used to hit the road, and he saw me in Chicago and stuff like that. And I am a way different person in quarantine than than I was before. But to even think about what I was like before that seems miles away. And it's weird because it's only been a year. So when you're asking me about I was addicted to all things ratchet. All things ratchet. I used to love going to the South and just going to the most ratchet parties on the planet and doing the most ratchet things you could ever think of. But now it's like it's weird. I'm a different person. I'm a changed man now, Kitty.
Wow, I see why you have this community. I think I'm now. I don't want to be called a hooligan though, but I feel like I want to be an official member. Where's my application to be a part of Neil's
of the scallywags?
Please accept me because he has so many layers. I see now what you guys see. It's like little tidbits coming at you, and you want more. Like he doesn't give you everything. I really see now.
It's kind of hard, like when you're getting thrown questions, because it's very hard for me to answer it because there's so many ways you can answer it. Mm-hmm. I have no problem talking to you, and if you try to pull these things, I have no problem answering it. That's why I told you, I was like, I'm an open book. It's just you might be asking the wrong question, or you're not asking enough of it. So I'll just answer it.
Okay. So one thing, okay, guys, normally we could go 8 hours. I mean, I went a whole weekend once and it was painful. But in this instance, in this very situation, sorry, that was two different things and one was spicy and the other part is not. If it went over your head, just let it go over your head. Anyways, I have to go get my COVID vaccine. So I have another 15 minutes. So this is good, but we don't want to give them everything. Hopefully we can do this again, Neil. Like it's up to you. Sure. However you want to play this out. But I feel like we have more conversation. And I think we're going to leave them wanting more. But for those of you, if you have any last questions, please shoot them out. We're going to get them out. I'm going to go over this list and make sure I covered everything that was sent to me. Hold on.
Miss Fran Boogie is asking, what's the most ratchet person you've hung out with during your ratchet moments pre-COVID?
She said all that? Where did she say all that? Oh, I see it now. Here, let me highlight that. Okay.
Somebody's asked, I want the coffee, brlcoffeeco.com.
Yes, please. If anybody has his links or a friend or a breezy, whoever's here, post his links, post his coffee company. We have to promote him because daddy needs a check.
Thank you. I would say Jeezy, Young Jeezy is probably. It's not even just Jeezy. It's Jeezy's entourage is the most ratchet entourage I've ever hung out with. Oh. And it's not even just. I'm not trying to like name drop, but that is his crew does not play.
We got an invitation or applicant to be a part of our throuple. So apparently it could be me, you, Neil, and Tanya, California. That should be the throuple. That was the request. Now, I have questions. Do I get a house out of this deal? And who's buying my house? I have certain expectations for my living quarters. First of all, bigger than a studio apartment facing a brick wall. That's what I'm currently in, so I need to upgrade.
You would have to catch me when we sell millions of bags of BRL coffee and you've got your house.
I mean, because you were the person who requested it. Tanya was over here like, yeah, sure, with or without Neil. That's all I read.
Tanya, what the It's not even a throuple if you're like with or without Neil. I'm like that makes it a duo,
so
right?
We don't really need Neil.
Yeah, why even throw out throuple?
Damn, this cat went real loud. Normally on my house cats are so innocent. We don't go through this over here.
Tanya California's like, let's talk about stuff. Listen, not sure about the throuple thing though.
My chat is where ratchets go to retire. That's the complete opposite of Neil's chat. So
wait. Say that again.
My chat experience, my house cats, this is the place they come to retire. We're ratchets, we're freaks, perverts, whatever. This is the retirement stream. We talk about PG-13 things over here.
You see, you're new. You are new, Kitty. You get to be about my you get to be about my age in Twitch. Let me tell you, I used to run a family channel in the morning. I don't know what it is now. It's like a back alley brawl. That's what I describe it as. It's like a dark alley in some ratchet. It's like a dark alley in Detroit now, in the morning.
Wait, Tanya, I read between the lines. All I saw was something, something, me, you, Neil, but Neil doesn't have to come.
Wait a
Listen,
second.
I'm screaming. I didn't read. No, she said it in my whispers. I'm screaming. I can't read. It was loud. All I saw. So I get the highlights. Basically, I skim through.
Oh no! See, now you're getting it, Kitty. This is your. I saw you right. See, he just totally ignored me. I was like, man, I try to skim like, where's my name at? Where's my name at? Okay, I gotta answer that. Sam knows. Sam has been with me since Instagram. He was like, dude, it used to be innocent great topics. Who knows what happened?
All I know is my first day was throat rockets, throat babies, throat this, throat that. I didn't know where I was so confused. I was like, oh my God, I'm so confused. And where am I? Who dropped me off in here? And then I couldn't leave because I got somebody subbed me, and I was like, "Oh no, I'm stuck."
But then we get into great conversations about food, actual food, throat rockets. It could go either way. We talk about the best pizza, but then we talk about throat goats. Again, dark alley in Detroit. That's what my channel is now. But I wouldn't have it any other way. These guys are fucking crazy, but we watch out for each other.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Listen, I almost had to fight in Amani's room. Somebody said something slick about Amani. I was ready to square up. The mom was like, chill, Kitty, chill. I'm like, 1996 Kitty will come out. I don't play about Amani. Fuck him. Y'all can be PG-13, but I'm about to go for a bitch head in here. I love Amani. I love, so I get it, being protective over somebody. Don't play. I don't play about my Amani. Don't do it. Oh, I was so pissed though. Like I was focusing on the throuple, and then this shady ass comment comes by. I was like, what the fuck? Like, anyway, they took me back to 1996. The second year, I'm calling for PG-13. Listen, this image has cleaned up a lot over the years.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like after, pre-COVID, I was a wild boy. Now I'm a different person. And that's just in a year.
Yeah, we've cleaned up. Well, I've cleaned up. 1996 we'll revisit though.
6 years though, Kitty.
Listen, my chat is the step before heaven. Like, people come here, it's light, it's cute, But thank you for giving us a different vibe today.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a different vibe.
Was it a good one?
Yeah, it was good. I feel like I got.
What was that? You just side-eyed that.
No, I was thinking. That was my wheels turning, and I was just like, do we agree with that comment? Yes, we did.
No, I actually do the same thing. I end up looking that way, and I'm like, okay.
Here's the thing. So, yes, I do hold emotion in my face, but when I want to say something slick, it will come out quick before I can even think about it. But no, I was just like, am I saying the right thing here? Yeah, okay, so if you really want an honest answer, I feel like I only got 1% of you, but it was 1% more than what I had. I feel like there's a lot of layers going on. And again, that's why I see why your community had this, because I've had other people, you're not my first guest. I've always asked the same question. Like I had DJ Remark here. Yep. I had different people come on, and I always ask their communities like, hey, what should I ask them? This particular guest, Neil, has been a very unique experience. And it was just all of these questions, and most of them were sexual. And I was just like, okay, what do you like? And so that's why I had to make clear. I am not after Neil romantically. We are not each other's types. We might link up for a paddling situation, but we're still friend zoning. You don't have to worry. You guys can still shoot your shot at him. Nah. I need somebody just a little bit more submissive. That's my type. And also too, I like the chunky daddies with taco meat on their chest. Like I'm into big guys. So
Big Ed Smith has taco meat. He literally was saying that he has taco meat.
okay, don't be volunteering candidates to get abused by me.
Oh,
Don't do
what?
that.
No, you just said taco meat, and I was like, oh, Big Ed Smith taco meat.
I like me hairy men. I have a thing. I have a type that I like. Now, does that type like me? No. Who tends to like me is JJ Evans types. But either both categories, Neil is not in that category. I'm not saying he's not attractive, but he's free for you
I
guys.
got chest hair.
He's free for you guys. Whoever wants to shoot their shot, he is free. You don't have to worry. But because I just felt really uncomfortable asking somebody, so I didn't even get to all the questions. So let me get to one more.
Oh wait, Mrs. Big Ed Smith, I was completely kidding.
Right. Big Ed, notice who said what, and I didn't say anything. I said, do not volunteer people to get, y'all all heard that. Y'all understood it. Okay, let me see.
Oh, but 3-Roll Taco has taco meat.
What's up, Taco? Whisper me. But first you have to fill out the application so I can know if you're crazy or not, because I'm scared. Let me see here. What other types of plugs are you into? Like butt plugs? Like what is this?
Nikki Ninja asked that.
Nikki Ninja asked that. Yes. You're into butt plugs. Interesting.
I have never dealt with a butt plug before.
Why not? They could be a thing. I used to have a glass butt plug thing with the beads. I got it on a Black Friday sale at the sex shop, and it. Okay. No, you turned your head. Okay.
Oh no! You know, it's one of those things where your phone lights up, even though you're not really. You're just like, what the? Okay. So your eyes get drawn. I've never been involved with butt plugs.
Okay. Well, why are we talking about?
It is a thing. I just don't know if I'm into that.
Listen, I don't want any boring answers. If we're not talking about that, I don't want to talk about it. Let's go to the next.
Yeah, just fire off all the questions and I'll answer.
No, we don't have that time. I literally have 5 minutes. I'm leaving the country.
Don't leave me.
I'm leaving the country in days, a matter of days, and I need to be vaccinated before I go. I don't need to, but I want to. That's a whole other topic. So, let me tell my chat. So I don't know if I'm gonna do solo streams because I don't know how this vaccine is gonna affect me because I always get sick from any vaccine.
It's wild.
Yeah. Only thing I was told is I need to eat and hydrate before I go. So I literally have 5 minutes to do that, and then I'm out. Gotta go to UCLA. Anyways, hold on. Ask Neil about how he got set up by a sassy neighbor's attention while her roommate stole his DJ equipment.
That's a made up question. That's not spicy. I was lending a buddy of mine, a DJ buddy of mine, equipment, and the way that I live in a private community, so the street is far away. I'm trying to speed this up. I gave him half the equipment while he waited for his car. Came back and somebody stole the equipment. But because it's a private community, there's cameras everywhere. I was able to go to the security office. They were able to see the person take it, and they took it back to They took it back into the elevator, back up in the same building I live in, and they were able to track him. They were like, all right, we found him. And I was able to get it. So they're thinking that it was like a late night rendezvous with somebody, but it wasn't. It was just, I was trying to lend my friend DJ equipment. So.
Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. Would Neil be interested into a throuple? We've already covered that. Yes,
I've been in a throuple, so.
Yeah. But he didn't word it like that. He said he was the side hoe. He didn't say throuple specifically, so I just want to be clear. That was a throuple situation.
Yeah, it was my buddy, his fiance, and me. And then I was also in a foursome. And yeah, these are different Neil. This is a different time in Neil Jackson's life.
Neil, now that I know more, I could do better on the next.
I'm trying to show you some more layers.
I mean, you gave us a lot of layers. You gave us the soft side. You gave us the hard side. You gave us your on your knee side.
I've never given that side to no one. No one's ever had that. No one's ever had that side. That's not a side of mine.
Listen, I have so many thoughts running through my head. This was really a show for your community. Imagine now, my house cats are probably laughing like, "Damn, he's lucky. She's only asking the questions that his community asks." If I really would have, like, see, I needed to know more in order to ask the questions that I typically ask. So yeah, I'm gonna do more research, and I want to say like in another 90 days, if he's not busy, I'm gonna ask him to come back because then I'll have some really
I've got
in
a
depth.
there is a lot of layers. I've got a lot of stuff.
Right,
I've done a
right.
lot of things because I just don't say no to
Ask him.
majority of the things.
Wait, ask him. This is the last question. Ask him about getting his roommate to give him haircuts in the shower. What is up with your shower? It's a lot of action happening in there.
There's
Should I get
a lot of. I clean that bathroom every single week. I cut my hair in the shower. I'm about to actually cut my hair right after this. In the shower, everybody's like, "Yo, you're gonna kill yourself because of the clippers are corded, this and that." But the thing is between the outlet to the actual shower, there's enough length to the cord. I could cut my hair without running the water, and then when I'm done, it goes down the drain.
hmm
This is a very boring answer, but it's the truth. But I don't have a lot of hair, so they're like, "What about clogging the drain?" One, I don't own this place. Two, there's not enough hair to go down that drain to clog it. So that's it. That's the answer to that.
I have. Okay, you're right. It was a boring answer. We
You're
didn't.
right.
Okay, so listen. What is the nickname for your penis? I would like to know. Since you know the name, mine is. I don't have a penis. I have a vagina, and her name is Jill Scott. What
I'm
do you call
actually
her?
insecure about my penis. I don't really have a
Oh,
name for it.
wait a minute. You're insecure about your penis.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Is it the 5 minutes up?
No, I got time for this. Go ahead.
I got time for this.
I'll eat in the Uber. Go ahead. So,
I'm insecure about it. So it's like one of those things where I don't really.
did y'all just hear what he just said?
Yeah, I said it. Kitty, you're getting the truth out of me.
What did he just hit me with in the last couple minutes? Like,
You should have asked me these questions earlier. This is why I'm saying, it's just you have to ask me the right questions, and I'll answer them.
I have a
But
question.
what's up?
Can you wear gray sweats the next time you come? I'm just curious. I just need to
The funny thing is I'm pretty much always wearing gray sweats, but
Can you
apparently
stand
it's
up
not
so
the
I
right
can see?
gray.
Let me see.
I'm actually wearing basketball shorts now.
Let me see. Let me see.
Well, I don't really
How
know.
tall are you, Neil?
6'2".
Damn, y'all better snatch him up and get a house out of this situation. I'll tell you how to get it. Oh, come
Mm-hmm.
on, guys. Come on.
Mm-hmm. This is what I'm working with, Kitty.
Shut up, Steve. It's a
Now,
sparkling water. Thank you very much. It is the lemon and ginger juice from Trader Joe's. Okay, can you wear gray sweats next time you come on? And that's that. We'll end there. Okay, so let's say goodbyes. We have like 2 minutes to say our goodbyes. Thank you so much, everyone who came to the chat today. Oh my God, who are we rating? I got to figure that out too. But oh wow, Neil says his goodbyes. I'll look. But thank you so much again. I'm going to get the vaccine, so I don't know when the next time it is that I'll stream. At the very least, me and Cat Snacks will do our Cat and Kitty show next week. I just got to get the scheduling together.
if I can
Tanya,
give you if I can give you any tips, just know that the symptoms come in waves. I just got my second shot, so it
that's
comes
not
in
helping.
waves. No. But you'll be fine. It's good.
I'm
It's
worried
just
about the
weird.
fever. Everybody, the last couple people I talked to said the fevers would got hit, and I'm like, oh shit.
You
Um,
might. It's a
I-
might. I didn't get it, but it's a might.
Bye, Stevie, if you're leaving. I'm sorry. Okay, so listen, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the raid train too. That was such a blessing. Oh my
Hype
gosh.
train.
Like, yeah, that. Same thing. It's a train. I like trains.
Hey.
Listen. Hi, Jason. That's my gamer baby. I'm trying to get him on the show. He is a gamer on Twitch. For those of you who stream, please drop your links. Not everybody is a DJ or does music. Jason, he's a gamer. If you want to go to the gamer world, visit, see how that is. It's a new world on Twitch. For me, at least, there is a different world. Hold on. Thank you. I'm at Princess. I love your name, by the way. Big Ed, everybody, Jay Sean. Neil, thank you for coming on the show. You've been a great sport. I didn't think we would go this long, honestly.
5 hours, Kitty.
show.
5 hours. It's very easy.
Claudia, you gave me the gift of Claudia. I don't know if I want to thank you or curse you, but it's a gift. Claudia got a good memory. She gets me every time. I love her. Phil, Arad, thank you. B and Z, thank you so much for coming. Mishi Bell, I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you. Cousin Delight, Team Garlic Noodles, yes. Nice meeting you too. 3 rolled tacos. Quisita, always great to see you. Neil, you want to say goodbyes or thank yous or offering out coupons for lap dances, whatever it is you do?
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, can you say can you give them 30 seconds of love so I can find somebody to rate into? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Here, you talk to the audience. Hold on, let me find somebody.
So, chat, are you guys happy now? You guys had your questions, and I tried to answer them to everybody's. There was a couple people that saying I was deflecting, and I was like, I feel like I thought I answered them. Nope.
Few more seconds.
I did not. I actually didn't get the pack. I didn't get the NFT pack. Anyway, why don't you, Irene? You make it very hard to. So, did I miss any questions while Kitty is
yeah,
because somebody to raid?
I'm trying to raid into somebody, but I realize I'm not sub, so I got to look at this 30-second ad before I can see what they're doing. Yeah, keep chatting.
All right, chat. If you guys have any more questions that you guys did not get a chance that I did not answer, please throw it in the chat.
Here, I'm going to go on mute for a second. Let me see what type of music he's playing. Hold on.
Nope, no questions. No. Oh, Raider, I was just fucking around with Kitty, and then I was gonna answer all of them. What else? Who else we got here? Why don't you love us? Got a lot.
I'm gonna rate. So I like to rate into smaller streamers.
Yeah.
God, DJ Luciano. Oh my goodness, I wish you were on because I definitely would have rated into you. Maybe we should link up where we can like coordinate our schedules. For everybody, Neil too. DJ Luciano is from Argentina. He's a dope DJ.
Nice.
He's part of the international set, and they're so supportive. Everybody, please follow DJ Luciano. Whenever you go on his chat, he's just open and just like wanting to meet, and he's connecting you with other streamers, and I've benefited so much, but just also I want to support him. I wish you were on. So I'm gonna rate into somebody he introduced me to, which is hold on, shit. His name is DJ Sax London. This is also a part of the international crew. So yeah, just show them love. You guys don't have to stay if you don't want to, but like let's try to connect better with the international community. So here we go. Please represent you guys. For those of you who are sub, drop your house cat, your innocent kitty emotes, whatever, the raid emotes, and here we go. Hold on. And wish me good luck, because I'm about to go get my vaccine. Okay, here we go.
You got this, kitty. You got this. It's
Thank
nothing.
you. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Is it working? Let me see. I wonder why my raids always take so long. It's like 80 seconds to get there. Let me see. It's coming. Thank you again, Neil. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Raid. Hold on, let me end the stream. I don't want to be changing clothes like Neil. Hold on.